Hi, this is Rich, the Broadcast Carpenter. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a little Chicago wire feed welder. It's one of them $69.95 Black Friday specials. It works fairly well, but the other day I pulled it out working on a project and it didn't work at all. So here we go. I'll show you how I did it. Hi, this is Rich, Broadcast Carpenter. The other day I was pulling the equipment out. I was going to do some welding, working on a bag toss jig to drill the holes in it. And my little wire feed wouldn't work. So today I'm going to show you how to fix the wire feed. Or test it and see if it's even worth fixing. So first thing we're going to do is take the lid off. Now we're going to take the cover plates off. These sides right here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts on each one.
That's great. I got myself a little magnetic tray that I'm using to hold all the stuff on.
Okay, this is Rich, Broadcast Carpenter again. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and see what's going on with it. First thing we want to do is make sure the ground's not touching anything. And see nothing, hear nothing. My motor's not engaging. It's just a little tiny motor up there. So take our voltmeter. We're America. It's 120 volts AC. And align my cords here. A friend of mine used this the other day. It's all good. So, okay. So I'm going to try to set this up so you can read the voltages along with me. We have a ground, which is the green. We have a yellow wire and a black wire. Hot, neutral, because it's not technically ground, and ground. So first thing we do is check. We don't have nothing between ground and it, so that's good. And we got 120 volts there. Okay. This is a switch. I believe it's a double pull, double throw. So the first thing we want to do is we have no voltage coming through it there. And what I'm doing is I'm putting this right in at the bottom of the switches. Okay, so we got voltage coming through there. Let's try the other wire here. Now the other wire, if you can see this, is a, jumper wire that goes from the switch back to the secondary switch, which is min maximum amperage. And it looks like it's going to be easier to get my positive terminal lead on that one. I have no voltage there. Okay, how about on this side? See if I can get to the lead here. What? Wait, what's going on? Check this out. You guys see this? Okay, first thing we're going to do is let's play safe. Unplug this baby. Okay. It's got a broken wire. Actually, it's spade terminal off my switch. That's telling me my switch is completely fried. So that makes life pretty easy. We'll start with that. It looks pretty damn hot. But hang on a second. Okay, what I did is got a roll of tape. As I unplug these, I'm going to tape the top and the bottom leads together on both of my switches. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I've replaced the switch once before, so that I had a good idea of what was wrong with it. Okay. This little unit pulls a lot of amperage. We'll go through completely, but what's happened is it's gotten hot and it's burned up plastic right here. I'm sure that's probably all that's wrong with the switch, but you can see how hot it is even from the other lead. Right there. You see the heat on it. See if we can pull this wire off. Yep, there it goes. Okay. This is my jumper lead. And you can tell by looking at how black that is, that baby's gotten really hot. It doesn't look too bad other than that. How's this one look? Looks like it's gotten pretty hot too. So before we go any further, we're gonna plug that baby back in there. Okay. Now, last time I had the problem, I went online because there ain't no Radio Shacks anymore, so you got to go online to get stuff. So I went online and I ordered in some new 20 amp switches. That's how I knew that was double pole, double throw. That means is this side switches from here to here to here to here. So you can use one side, you can use both sides of the switch. For some reason or other, they switch both negatives on here. And we'll put tester on resistance. This is straight through. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just test the switch. Make sure I got the right switch. Okay, nothing there. Flip the switch. We have continuity. Here we have nothing. Flip the switch. We got nothing. Of course, this terminal is burned out, but I'd almost bet we could get, if we wiggle it around in there, we probably, yeah, we can get it to work. So, let's go ahead and install the new switch. Not about traffic right now. So, we will plug this one into there. That one there. Untape that. Hook that one up. And hook that one up. Okay. Now we can go ahead and plug everything back together. And let's see what happens. Oh, I hear it running. My little light's on in the front, which it wasn't before. Actually, the light was on, but we'll go back and run through a full set of tests here. So we know we got voltage into it. Okay. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and test from here to here. Got good voltage there. We got good voltage there. No voltage there. So let's try the other switch. Minimum. Oh, there it is. Yep. So 142 volts. Wow. Okay. So then I can actually hear it buzzing. White wire here. Switches across, comes straight over here, goes through this wire. Black wire comes across, and the white wire goes that one. The black wire jumps to this other one, goes to these two leads. These are both leads into the transformer. Goes in, comes out. So now let's try theory once, because in theory, we're having voltage. Yep, we're good. Okay, so we can find a spot where the transformer, figure out what voltage we got. Oh, this is our over temperature sensor thing. This, of course, is our white wire in, our white wire out. This is our black wire coming in. It's the one that we had the problem with. This is black wire coming out. It jumps over to here. This switch is a minimum maximum. We already tested that. We know it works good on both sides. We know we have voltage between our hot and our ground, so our ground circuit coming in here is good. Clamp my ground and hooked it on a piece of steel with a voltage probe underneath it. And this is where my wire comes out. That's where the wire comes out from the welder. So what we want to do, we want to get a connection there. Okay. So I got my voltmeter hooked up there. Okay, there's my voltage. Nothing there, okay. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open up my welder a little bit further. There's that. Now this is where my power should be coming out, right through this shaft right here. So we have 29 volts. Or is that what the transformer steps down to? Can't read it. Okay, decided, wait a minute, maybe it only runs off 29 volts. What we'll do is we'll hook this up here. Here's my gauge, you can see it. Right now I have 0 voltage. Flip the switch on, I have 29 volts. So apparently that's what the welder works at, is 29 volts. Close it off. Hook up my unit. What do we got here? We got a nice straight lead on here? Nope. See how my lead's all crooked? Go grab a wire cutter. Okay, this is my welder, and over there you'll see where the white and the black wire, the hot and the neutral. Let's see, let's get it into focus a little better. That's okay. It actually happens to be the lower switch right down there, way down there. If you can see where the thing's pointing. And then this is my high and low circuits. That we've replaced already. So now we'll go through and show you how to fix the rest of it, or to test the rest of it. I have my multimeter set on ohms. The unit's not plugged in. First thing we're going to do is check the fuse right here. And as you can see, the fuse is testing good. It's an open circuit. Speed control, which is what I just checked the fuse on, that's my speed control, does work off of DC. This is a little diode. This is a transistor. This is a capacitor, another transistor. The larger one is probably the switching circuit for the wire feed, which run off the red and the blue wire. This is the motor for the wire feed. Then we have several resistors and other capacitors and a few more small diodes in there. These boards can be rebuilt. Sometimes you can order them in new. Only time I've ever had to replace one, I was just able to order it in new from Chicago Electric, believe it or not. The thing, those almost never go bad. The fuses blow. The little motors here have blown. Not on this one, but my previous one, I just wore it out over the years. Pretty much, they're either good or bad. You can always check to make sure you're getting current to them. But beyond that, there's really not much going on. This is the other thing besides the switches that go bad. This is a thermal switch. And on it are some numbers that, if we get it just right, you can see right here are the numbers. If you ever get one that has gone bad, you'll have to get those numbers out to order the proper one in. They are available. They're about a $15 piece. And the easy way to test them is just to check and see if you got continuity across it. And I do. And how they work is as they get hot, there's a little metallic temperature sensitive plate in there that works just like an on and off switch. When it gets too hot, it clicks up. When it cools down, it clicks down and makes contact. Over a period of times of doing this too many times, they'll get to the point where they'll arc up and they won't make contact on the downswing. You'll see this a lot in dryers, where you'll go and you'll check this. As soon as you put the power to it, they stop working. Usually in the welders, I haven't ran across that. They're either good or bad. But if that ever happens where you test it, as soon as you put a little arc to it, it clicks out, you can hear the switch. It will shut the whole unit down. So that's really all that's in there. You have an on and off switch. You have a switch that controls which side of the transformer you have. You have your thermocouple, a small control panel, a motor. Transformer ever goes bad, throw it away. Welders are cheap nowadays. For, even a good one is only a couple $100 now. Okay, we're going to take my feed wire. This will be a rosin core wire. Tighten up the drag on it a little bit. It's really loose. Okay, so now I got to get this little wire to feed properly. A lot of boat traffic today. It's a good day. Weather's finally warming up here in Florida. It's been a very long winter. My body does not do well with the winters. So let's try bending that just a touch. And see if that helps. There we go. Better fed. Okay, so at this point, this is the other side. This is just a little bearing wheel. This side here is a little hard surface driver. The real expensive units have slots cut in them so that they continuously feed a little better. Tougher situations. Drop that around there. Wow, nice paint job on that boat. That's sweet. Okay, so we got that all fed up. Okay, holding my trigger, it's not feeding. Oh, maybe a little bit. Let's try tightening that up some more. Pretty much got to get tightened up all the way. There it goes, feeding in there. What I'm doing is, I noticed it pulled down below the wrap. That ain't no good. Pick up my parts. Drop down there. Put on first. And my wife's here, so I got that all put back together now. Going through there. Give me a little bit of a fit. Okay, whatever caused that kink in there. Oh, there we go. See, coming out the other end now. Where is it? Right there. So, excellent. Just take and put that off. And working pretty good again. Power off. Now we'll go ahead and reassemble it. Grab the cover, put it on, put your 8 screws on. This time make sure the vents go down. 2 screws go in the top for the top lid. That's all there is to it. And I lost a screw. That one out. Okay, so this is Rich, the broke-ass carpenter, and that's how you fix a little Chicago welder. Pretty simple. 90% of the time when I fix stuff, it's usually something simple like a switch. I mean, you seen how hard it was. It took me longer to take it apart than to figure out what was wrong with it and fix it. On these units, you can get new motors and you can get new control boards, the thermal switches. That's the motor for this is the most expensive part. I think it's $30. Of course, I paid $69.95 for the unit. I think normally now they're $100. I've had it for years. I like my little TIG. I'm still learning how to use that, but a lot of times for big jobs, nothing beats the wire feed. This is Rich, the Broadcast Carpenter. Have a good one.